Hi, and welcome to Michelle Creations. It has been a crazy week, so I don't have anything crafty to put up this week, unfortunately. We did our little rabbit trinket box, I guess you could call it, our little jar, that's better. And that was our last craft that we got up, but it's just been crazy at work. We just come back from spring break, and that's pretty normal anyway. Lots of changes and stuff before the last push for the end of the year. So it's been a little chaotic, so bear with me. I have a haul today. It's a small haul. It's not very big, but you guys seem to really like those. I get a lot of... those are probably my #1 videos, are my hauls, which is kind of weird to watch somebody else shop, but I'm okay with that. So I'm going to show you what I got at the, I just went to the Dollar Tree and picked up a few things, and then I'll have a short up this week of another Easter item, on Tuesday. We will get that up. So, and then I'll be back into the swing of things next week. So our first thing that we get on my backgrounds for my videos, I love these little wallpaper, peel and stick wallpaper sheets that you get from Dollar Tree. This is kind of a stone looking one. And it's because as I was doing my videos prior, I was doing it on my desk, and it's just made a disaster of my desktop. And I thought, man, this is just destroying my poor desk. So I started using these as my backdrop, and it works great because it's $1.25 for a sheet, and I put 2 of them side by side, so I have plenty of room on my desktop. And for $2.50, I can get usually a month's worth out of it. That's pretty good. So I got several sheets, enough here to last me a couple of months, or one really messy day. Whatever comes first. So I got some of those. And then what I do is I take my Michelle Creations sticker, and I'll put that on there so that I have my logo in the back. I just haven't got it done just yet. All right, so let's go through. This was kind of a different haul. I did pick up a few grocery items, and I don't typically do a lot of grocery items, but I needed a couple of things, and I didn't want to go to Walmart. So I went over there, and I am a sucker for peaches, and I found this. It's Harvest Hill Homestyle Cobbler Mix, and all you do is add a can of peaches, 3 fresh peaches mixed in simple syrup, 4 tablespoons of butter or margarine melted, and 2/3 of a cup of milk. And I did go ahead and buy me one of these because if I'm like anybody else, I hate to do dishes, so it's nice that when it's gone, you just pitch it. You don't even have to mess with it. So I like to make things as simple as possible, any chance I get. And of course, in order to make that, I had to have a can of peaches, so I did pick up a can of sliced peaches. I know Dollar Tree prices are getting ready to go up. Mine was still $1.25 at this point. I don't think all the prices in the entire store are going to go up. I think it's just on certain items. It sounds like it's so that they can get better quality items, and I'm okay with that. They're a store. They got to do business too. So, but it is nice to be able to go in and get craft items for $1.25. Some of the other things that we picked up, I'm going to make spaghetti this week, so I just picked up a can of mushrooms, a jar of mushrooms. You can definitely get some of these items cheaper at Walmart or at your local grocery store, but if you're already in there and you just need 1 or 2 things, I say the heck with it, and I'll spend the extra 10-15 cents and just get it there just for convenience purposes. I got a jar of tomato sauce. I actually picked up 2 jars of tomato sauce and 2 jars of fire roasted tomatoes. And I made a, my husband loves it. It's pasta with cheese and spinach stuffed in it. And then I put it in a sauce. It's not this. It's an actual, a different sauce. I'll link it here. And I get this at our local grocery store as well as the pasta. And I'll link them both here. But I take the pasta sauce and the pasta, cook the pasta, add the sauce. I also air fry chicken thighs, and I sprinkle Italian seasoning over it, and then I dice up the Italian seasoned chicken breast and put it into the pasta. And oh my gosh. Oh, and then add the chopped tomatoes, the diced tomatoes. It is so good. And it's not terrible for you. The pasta is the worst part of it, but it's full of, it is just so good. Okay, and this is where the Southern girl in me is going to shine. I got a couple cans of tomatoes, okra, and corn. I bought these a couple of years ago, and holy mackerel, it is so good. It is super good if you put it into like a vegetable soup or something, but we eat it as a side. We love, love, love it. So I got a couple cans of that. I was totally out of those. I just happened to have discovered those on accident a couple of years ago, and my husband and I were both like, wow, this is really good. So I believe that's all in the grocery section I got. I did get a couple of these pretty little jars. Back at Valentine's Day, I made a Valentine's Day shaker jar with alcohol in it and some really pretty mica powder and some glitters. And I thought maybe, just maybe, I'll do one for Easter. Maybe not. We'll see. But I did pick up a couple of jars, so when I get ready to do that, I will get those made. I am in the process of moving my craft room. So right now I have everything smashed into a little room. It's very crowded. I have a lot of crafting stuff. So in order, now that our kids are moved on and grown and gone, I have 4 bedrooms upstairs that we're not using. Well, we have our youngest is still at home, getting ready to take off, but 3 for sure. And I told my husband, I said, if we keep taking up all of the bedrooms, if we keep changing them into something else, then they won't move back home. Is that terrible? Oh my gosh. So I have this craft room here that I do my resin work and all of the other craftsy stuff that I do. And then across the room, I have my computer desk. I had it, and it was just so much in a tiny space because on my computer, I was using my Cricut. I had my printer. I just bought a sublimation printer. I'm going to start trying to do sublimation. I had my press machines, my Easy Press. I have all of my computer related stuff was over on that side of the room, and it was just starting to kind of jumble in the middle, and it was just getting chaotic. So what I've done is I've taken all of my electronics, moved it to, I have a Jack and Jill bathroom between this room and the next, moved all that stuff over to that room so I can do strictly crafting in this one, and then all of my print projects and my sublimation projects and my ironing projects and all of that other stuff in the other room. So this one gives me more space to be creative, I hope, and I'm hoping that it'll cut down on the chaos in here and help me get a little organized. Which is also another reason I didn't get a video out, because I've been trying to get that all done. I'll show you pictures when I get it all done. It's a lot. I'm pretty fortunate that I'm able to have that kind of space to do it. Did pick up some of the, I thought these are so stinking cute. They come in 3 different colors, the pink, the blue, and the light blue. I picked up 4 packages of these, and they are fantastic for storage. They have screw-on lids, and they're see-through, so you know exactly what's in there. But I absolutely love these. I'm sure it's because of Easter they brought them in these little pastel colors. But I did pick up several of these. I like to put either tacks in these, or I'll take some of our embellishments that I put inside of our resin in these. I use them for all kinds of different things. So now I have lots more storage. I picked up some more nail files, because when we make our resin projects, around the edge can get a little bit of rough, so you just take the nail file and you file down the edges. It smooths it out. I also use these when I'm doing my decoupage. If you go around the edge of something and you want a nice clean crisp edge, I just file down the side of that, and it cuts the napkin or tissue paper or whatever it is you're using. It cuts it off really nice on the edge. So I picked up 2 packages of those. I have lots of brushes of all kinds of different sizes. I have noticed that as I've started painting mica powders onto my silicone molds, that it's the lighter brushes. I have a favorite brush, a couple of them. I have this one, and if you use it, oh, I must have used green last time. Need to clean my brush a little better. Good Lord. I love this one, and I love this one. These are my favorites. And if you use it on a dark color and then you try and go back and see, I've washed both of these, or cleaned them both out, and you can still see the mica powder on them. So They're really difficult to get all of it out. I need to, good Lord, I got brown mica powder on me too. Or ink from the marker I think I just had, actually. I'm so messy. But anyhow, once you use this for a darker color, it's really, really hard to go back and use a light color with that same brush, because you end up with the darker color mixing with the lighter color, and then it takes your white and changes it into a pale green or something like that. And I don't want that anymore. I want to be able to dedicate a brush to light colors only, and then I can use the other brushes for whatever you want. So I went ahead and picked up some more brushes. I got them in all different sizes and shapes, because you get down inside of some of these molds into these intricate pieces. And you want a little bit finer brush. So I picked up some of those. This is my favorite paintbrush, is this thicker one. It comes with this little bitty thing, which is almost worthless, but I don't care. I want it for this brush. I probably have, I don't know, probably 20 of these now, but there was the longest time that I couldn't get my hands on them. And they had 2 of them, so I picked up both. I also like to get big makeup brushes for doing large surface areas. So I got this big one here, and I got this one. It's a little bit smaller, but it's on an angle. And forgive me, I don't wear makeup, so I don't know the technical names for all. I use it for art. I have this one. It's more, what do they call this? It's a powder brush. And this one is a foundation brush. And then I have a smaller, this is angled concealer brush. And again, I'm only buying these for different surface areas. So if I'm doing a really large round or large mold of any shape, these really big brushes are going to be really nice. And if I'm trying to get into really intricate pieces, then I want these smaller brushes. I really love makeup brushes because they're super soft and they're not going to scratch your silicone molds. So when folks order things from me on my online store, I like to gift wrap the item and send it to them. So this isn't for that, but I did pick up some ribbon, lots of different ones. These 2 are more for Easter projects if I make wreaths or something like that. And then for wrapping the gifts that I send out in my shop, I have these. And what I'll typically do, like for my keychains, and I don't have one laying here, but if I were to, I'll just use this package. If I'm wrapping this, I'll wrap it in tissue paper, a real pretty tissue paper, and then I take this and I wrap it around the center, and then I'll tape it on there, and then I'll take a really pretty sticker or something like that, like these. I ordered these because it's kind of a floral season coming up. And I'll take that and I put it right in the middle of my ribbon, and then I have a really pretty package. So it's almost like a gift being delivered to my customers, and they really like that. So I purchased all of these different colors. I've got some Easter colors. I got some generic regular colors, and then what I can typically do too is I'll get some of the ribbon that you can see through, and it's made of like the twine. It's got that rustic look to it. So sometimes I'll lay that over top of this so you can see the colors through it, but it's got more of a country feel. Really depends on what they order. But I try and make these as pretty as I can when I send these out. And it's, even if it's not for them, I find that my customers comment a lot on how much they really enjoy opening their packages, which is part of the joy of getting packages. I mean, you get a package in the mail is pretty cool. Amazon does not gift wrap my stuff when it gets delivered. So I did get some more stickers. I have boxes and boxes of stickers. I really like the puffy stickers and the metallics for my orders. They just pop and they stand out really well, and they're just really pretty. I got some adhesive dots. I use these on lots of different things. As I'm getting ready to set up my new craft rooms, I use these on the bottom of these. I'll use them on the bottom of my lots of stuff. Like I just put together a new desk and I don't want things tearing it up. So I have a little printer stand that my address labels print out on, and I put this on the bottom of that so it wouldn't scratch up the top of my new desk. I just use them on a lot of different things. So I have a package of those. I also got some Velcro dots, essentially is what those are, for the same reason. if I do Etsy package, if I wrap something, I know it's going to be a gift. Sometimes I'll put these on there so that they can open it and then they can reseal it. And then I also put these in my junk journals for opening and closing on my junk. I use these for lots of different things. All right. I am getting ready to make a new little jar, and I'm wanting to try to put these down. These are heavy. That's my only concern about putting it in a jar. Again, these are only $1.25, but you get the blues and the whites. There's also a package that comes in the greens. And whether I do both colors in a single jar or I break it down and do just one color or the other in the jar, I thought it would be really pretty. I obviously have to clean these up because they're pretty dusty on the inside. But I want to try and put those down in there to find out, or to see what that might look like, because I think it'd be really pretty. So we're going to experiment with that sometime soon. A couple more things. Like I said, it's not a very big haul, but I got some of these. I think they're called Abalone shells. They are calling it a seashell mix. I have never in all of my life seen these at Dollar Tree. They may have been there. I don't know. I've never seen them. But $1.25 for all these is a pretty good deal. You can color these to make them any color you want. All you have to do is take alcohol ink and put them in a bag or a little jug or whatever. Add your alcohol ink to it, mix them all up, put them out on a paper towel and let them dry. And then you have colored abalone shells. And they are way cheaper than you could buy them on Amazon or at Hobby Lobby or Michael's or anything like that. So I'm super excited to, I'll show you how to color these. Super excited to have found these. I only found these two. I'm hoping this is something that they will carry at the $1.25. I think they will, because this is not a sticker. This is printed on the packaging. So I'm hoping to find some more of these and make lots of different colors and put those in those little jars I bought. All right, last couple things that I purchased. I got a couple of these hats. These are 100%, I think. I saw it somewhere. Polyester. Yep, 100% polyester. And so, like I told you, I'd purchased a sublimation machine. I want to try and do some sublimation. So these are going to be my guinea pigs to try my sublimation projects on. Along with that, I bought some table runners for $1.25. These are wonderful things to practice on. So I have this white table runner. It is 12 inches by 72 inches. It's got the little point on the end. And it is also 100% polyester, which you need for sublimation. And I'm thinking about maybe trying a rabbit, maybe an Easter theme on it or something. Oh, this one's got a little snag in it. You got to be super careful when you buy stuff from there, but that's okay. Like I said, I really just bought these so I could practice, because you don't want to sublimate on a $30 or $40 shirt and then find out that you have no idea what you're doing. So I did pick up those. And that's it. That's all I got at the Dollar Tree this go round. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for being patient. I know I didn't get a video out this week like I wanted to, crafting video, but I promise I'll get back into it. Until next time, I hope you have a fantastic day. If you enjoyed today's video, please go down and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave us a comment if you have an idea, especially what we should do with these big jars, because they are so pretty. And until then, I will see you next time. Have a great day. Thanks again for joining us. Bye-bye.